Hey everybody, and welcome to my Backlash 2017 predictions. Not really predictions, it's more like how the pay-per-view should go, because I'm going to add in some stuff like how I would book the show, what special angles I would do on the show and stuff. But I would say we get right into it, and we're going to start off with the first match that I'm going to talk about. And it's not a match that I'm like totally thrilled about. It's like an alright match, I guess. It won't be like really bad or anything, but it won't be too exciting either. It's Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn. Now, I think Baron Corbin will go over here just because they are going to push Corbin and they make Sami look like an absolute joke all the time. And, you know, I think the match will be alright. Like, Sami Zayn doesn't really have bad matches. Like, I mean, unless it's like Titus O'Neil or something. So that is something for Baron Corbin to prove he can actually hang. I mean, he did like a good job in like triple threats and stuff, but it's like a different thing to like a singles match. So, I mean, if he doesn't do like a good, decent match with Sami, that would be pretty bad. But I think they're going to do one. I think the finish will be something that Sami's going for the Helluva kick, and Corbin will kind of catch him and hit the end of days. And I think that will be the finish. And I think that should be the finish because they're building Corbin up. And, you know, I think there's nothing big planned for Sami Zayn. I mean, you never know. But I don't think they're planning anything the way they make Sami look, because it's like absolutely ridiculous. Whatever, I think Baron Corbin is going to win. And let's move on to the next match. And next off, we have a battle of the Wyatt family, kinda. I don't know, we have Eric Rowan and Luke Harper going one-on-one at the pay-per-view. They did this singles match on SmackDown that Rowan, for some reason, won. I didn't really get that at all. A lot of people say Eric Rowan sucks so bad. Like, I wouldn't say that, probably because I'm a big Wyatt family fan and I like everything related to the Wyatt family. I mean, Rowan probably sucks, but I just like him because he was in the Wyatts, and he has like a cool look, like not in a gay way, like not that there would be anything wrong with that, but I just think like he's like a cool character, like he's kind of weird and stuff, and you need something like that on the show. Harper is of course a great wrestler, and I think they're going to put him over here. It really sucks what they did to his push, because like on the road to WrestleMania, he was on fire with the whole storyline, and then now they kind of, I don't know what they did again. But Harper needs to pick up some momentum, and I think he's going to beat Eric Rowan. But they're kind of having like a new gimmick for Eric Rowan they had on Talkin' Smack, so I don't really know, but I think they should definitely put Harper over here if they want to do the right thing, because Harper is definitely someone you can book into the main event picture down the line, because his matches are just awesome all the time, and he's really a cool character to book. So I would say Luke Harper goes over in this one. Next match, we have the United States Champion Kevin Owens against AJ Styles. And Mattel, please do take a look at this AJ Styles. I think this is how you do an AJ Styles Elite. I know some people got mad about like me saying Elite 51 isn't good, but it really is not good if you see like all the mistakes they made. Like, whatever, I'm not going to talk about that anymore, but I just love my current updated AJ. You probably have seen that in the custom figure review, but I think it's so cool, and I probably will not get the Elite 51. The match should be pretty good. Like, I'm not the biggest Kevin Owens fan, actually. Like, he did some cool stuff on the main roster, but like, I feel like sometimes he kind of gets boring. I mean, might be just me, but whatever. I think AJ Styles, of course, is like the best wrestler in the world right now with Kenny Omega. And I think AJ should not take the title of Owens, because I think Owens should walk into SummerSlam with the United States Championship and lose the title there to Nakamura. I think that would be a good plan, because I don't know if you want to push Nakamura directly into the WWE Championship picture. So I would have him go for the US title first, and they can kind of redo the match. They had a Ring of Honor match back in the day, Kevin Steen and Shinsuke Nakamura, And I think them like kind of redoing it would be awesome. And then Nakamura redoing his Wrestle Kingdom 10 match with AJ Styles at WrestleMania. I just think that would be something awesome. Like, even WWE is not into that kind of stuff. Like, I think it would be awesome booking if they would just have AJ and Nakamura do it again on WWE's biggest stage like they did on New Japan's biggest stage. I would just really enjoy if they did that, but whatever. I think the match will be really good. Kevin Owens will probably find some way to cheat to victory here, and that's how I would book it too. Like, I really would like to put the belt on AJ Styles, because of the two, of course, I do prefer AJ Styles, but I just don't think that Owens should lose the belt already, because he kind of just got it back from Jericho. And then going into the Nakamura match at SummerSlam, which I would book, he needs to have the title for a while before that. So I would say Kevin Owens goes over. I don't really know if this is going to be the main event of the show, or if they're going to put Nakamura and Ziggler in the main event. But if I was booking the show, I would have them not main event, because it's like, I'm not really sure on Jinder. Like, can he have a main event style match? I don't really see him having like a huge moveset. Like, he kind of does a knee strike, he did a super kick, and he does that full Nelson slam, and that is kind of it. I feel like, man, I don't really know if that's enough to work a great match, because we have never really seen Jinder work a main event match. So I don't really know. It will be really interesting. They are in Chicago, so this could be a big fail. I mean, they could really shit the bed if that goes bad. I mean, they could be booed out of the building, I feel. And I don't even know if they have this main event, if people will like leave early and stuff because they don't care. I think they did a pretty good job building this match up, because it's something different. I just really appreciate the fact that it is something different. I think this match needs like a big angle. I think there needs to be something happening, because I don't see them having like the greatest match. Now, what would you do? I mean, you have the Singh brothers, and they could interfere sometimes and stuff. Okay, that is something you can do, but I think it needs something bigger. And I feel we really need Rusev to return here. Rusev comes back and interferes. Now, there are two possible ways you could book this, you know? I know if I would, like, book Jinder Mahal to win the championship, like, people would go mad in the comment section, because, like, I don't know, people always go mad in the comment section. I know if I would, like, say, oh my god, Rusev is going to interfere, align with Jinder Mahal again, because they had kind of the thing going. I mean, they broke up, but, like, if you listen to Talk is Jericho with Jinder Mahal, Jinder even talked about it, how Vince thinks that the fans only have a short time memory, and it doesn't really matter how you book that stuff. And like, man, that is like kind of weird, because we do remember. I mean, at least I do. So if you would want Jinder like on top, then you would need to have Rusev, I feel, on his side, build a heel faction, and that way would have like a lot more impact, because Jinder on his own is going to die, I feel like. This is going to go well for like a few more weeks, and then it's totally going to die, and people are going to shit all over it. So, yeah, I think Rusev coming out would be cool. Another thing that you could do that a lot of people will probably prefer is that Orton beats Jinder. Orton celebrates with the title out. Not that way. Orton celebrates with the title, and Rusev comes back, attacks him, and gets a shot for the championship at Money in the Bank. And now I heard rumors that they're going to do Rusev versus Shane at SummerSlam, and you could really build that up, like Shane like interfering there or something. You know, you could make something work there. We gotta think about that closer. But I think Rusev has to come back during the pay-per-view. Was supposed to come back during the last SmackDown, but they did not have Rusev back for some reason. Like, they advertise stuff and then it doesn't happen and nobody tells you anything about it. So That's typical WWE stuff. But I think like Rusev coming back would be really awesome. Either way, like him helping Jinder or him attacking Orton, that would put the match over a bit more. That would build some more intrigue. And I really feel that they really are bad with building like intrigue lately, like that you are like, man, I now really want to watch SmackDown to see what happens. They kind of do like a pay-per-view. Okay, we're a bunch of good matches, but like I'm not too excited to see what happens on SmackDown. I think they need to do that more. So I think Rusev coming back, helping Jinder to win the title would be, of course, way bigger than him just attacking Orton. But they need to figure something out. Probably they're just going to have Orton beat Jinder and that's it. But whatever, let's move on to the final match I want to talk about. Because I'm not going to talk about every match. I think I'm not going to talk about the women match. And I know some people are going to be mad about that one again. But I really just like to stay true on here. And I don't really try to pretend that I care too much about the women, because I just don't. Like, it's nothing that I disrespect them or anything. It's just more of the fact that like I don't enjoy it and I don't want to talk about it. I don't come on here, oh man, the women match, like, oh my god, I'm so excited for that one. It's going to be the best match on the show. Like, I really don't feel like doing that. So final match, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler. I would book this as the main event, because I feel you could recreate something here that you did at the first NXT pay-per-view. Nakamura was on the one on WrestleMania weekend against Sami Zayn. Like, Dolph Ziggler is one of the most talented wrestlers out there. Like, he's going to have a phenomenal match with Nakamura. Even if you went on YouTube and saw like their dark matches, they are going to have a way better match at the pay-per-view. I'm going to tell you that, because if they main event, I think Dolph is going to do everything in his power to have a match of the year contender here. And I would book this like, okay, some people will be mad again, but whatever. How I would book this, they have like a really, really great match. And in the end, Ziggler is going to cheat somehow. He's like doing something like really heelish, and he's going to beat Shinsuke Nakamura. And nobody did see that coming, because like all of you guys probably think Nakamura is going to go over on this one. His first match on the main roster, he just has to go over. Ziggler looked like really bad all the time, so of course Nakamura is going to go over. But how awesome would that be if Dolph Ziggler like does something like really heelish, picks up the victory, and of course Nakamura is going to get his win back at the next pay-per-view. But just go off the air of this pay-per-view with Dolph Ziggler beating Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel like people will be shocked, and you kind of build up Dolph Ziggler as that huge heel, and people will want Nakamura to get his win back, and then they do like another match at Money in the Bank or another SmackDown show. Maybe they put it like for a SmackDown main event where Nakamura beats Ziggler. But like, man, you could do something awesome with this, but they're probably going to have like a good match. Nakamura is going to Kinshasa to Dolph. 1, 2, 3, over. Here's your pay-per-view. Hope you enjoyed the matches, and goodbye. But yeah, I really hope they would build more intrigue during those pay-per-views. Like, give us a reason to tune in into SmackDown. That is just something that I would do if I was booking. I don't know why they don't do it, but you know, the matches are all probably going to be good, but there's probably nothing memorable coming out of the show. So I hope you did like enjoy my little Backlash video here for today. If you did, make sure to leave a like. A bunch of more videos planned. I bet there's the NXT reveal today of NXT figures. While I'm filming this, there wasn't yet, but I might just have that video up as well, maybe even before this one, so I don't know. Just stay tuned on the channel, a bunch of more content coming, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this one, and I see you all in the next one.